This is Suds,
And hi, I'm Buds.
and this is the Suds and Bud Cup podcast.
You almost said Cupcast.
You can tell I've had a lot of Suds before this podcast.
Yes, Suds here is sudsing it up, and has been all sudsy all day.
I mean, yeah, it's we do this on Sundays and Saturdays, so
yeah, we record these over the weekends, which is usually his golden time.
Yeah, it's my golden time.
Yeah, his personal golden time, not like the golden time as in like overtime.
No, correct.
Yeah,
I get paid by salary. I don't get any overtime.
Yeah,
I work 80 hours a week. I cannot get overtime.
Dang, 80 hours. That's pretty intense.
Yeah,
it's like a circus.
This week I have a full weekend, so I'm not. It's nice. It's nice.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
I got like 2 hours left before I have to go to sleep, though.
Yeah.
Basically,
yeah, that 80-hour work week. Ugh.
Yeah. You know, I get paid though. It's not too bad. I got paid this week. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it does suck that you get paid salary and not overtime or anything.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Because I'd get paid overtime. Fuck.
That sucks. That sucks for me, but it's good for you.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you like what you're doing and your profession is, well, I mean, at least enjoyable to you, then I guess 80 hours isn't too bad.
True that. We both like what we do, correct?
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy what I do. It's fulfilling. It's busy, it's crazy, it's hectic, but it's fulfilling at the very end of the day. And I know you enjoy what your job is.
Yeah, because it's all of that in a very different way.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very thrilling.
I'm not trying to say like anything is anything in particular, but it's like.
What are you doing?
Sorry, there's like a bag next to me, and I was like rummaging through it. That's bad audio. Bad audio.
I was about to say, I'm the audio engineer. That's why I'm just.
I fucking love it. Hit me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
What happened? I blacked out.
Whoopsie. I blacked out at the foot of the stairs.
For future reference, no garbage bags in front of audio unless it really, really turns you on, which is, like it's like a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, well, it's almost like for sound effects. You can like Orson Welles it, man. Like if you have stuff, for that. But yeah. Speaking of
50-50 chance, have you heard of Zapp's potato chips?
No.
No?
No.
Well, I now live, within 2 hours of New Orleans. And despite living in the South my entire life, I've never seen these chips so regularly. And they're basically like New Orleans style like kettle chips, like potato chips.
Ooh.
Zapp's,
sounds
like
delicious.
one of them is like hotter than jalapeno. One of them was like gator taters. One of them was like Drogo's, like little like shrimps or whatever. Like they're really so good. They're like the fantastic kettle chips, and the fact that I live so close to New Orleans now means they're like in every grocery store.
That's incredible. That actually sounds super delicious. When I come back through to FL, I'll have to stop through.
If anyone's on I-10, look for those Zapp's potato chips. You probably will find them, but like.
Well, I'll be taking the I-10 back. I'll be driving it that way, so yeah.
For sure.
Zapp's.
Zapps.
Yeah, like Zapp Brannigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was picturing. His first name is Zapp. What?
The alien. I killed the aliens.
Wait, you what? The aliens?
I killed the peaceful aliens, and now I'm a war hero.
I don't think that's how war heroism works.
I think that's how Zapp Brannigan works.
That is how Zapp Brannigan works, though. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you fucking okay? While we're on the subject of snack food, and again, we're not sponsored by any of these people. We're just spouting off our favorite shit to snack on when we're snacky. I mean, that was pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But the fucking Chipotle Ranch Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
There's Chipotle Ranch Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Are you kidding me?
At least where I'm at, bro.
Yo, any new flavor of Cheetos or Doritos is nothing short of, God descending down to the mortal plane and just enlightening all of us.
Right? But dude, okay, so what's your opinion on the Flamin' Hot with lime? Or like any Flamin'
not
Hot
had it.
Cheetos? Have you not had
Not
any
had
of the
with lime.
Flamin' Hot?
No, I've had the Flamin' Hot. Flamin' Hot's good, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of tastes like shit, but it is,
Yeah, the more you eat of it, the more your body's just kind of like, what are you putting in me?
Oh, God! Diarrhea is terrible!
Yeah, you shit the next
On
day,
that
it's all
note.
red.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, it's not too bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but the Chipotle Ranch, it cools off the red hot, so it's not like super powerful, and it's got like a really nice ranch kind
I was
of
on
overtone to it.
Reddit the other day, and they had an image of basically the Cool Ranch flavored Doritos.
Yeah.
But since ranch is basically a like American trade-off, like it's an American flavor.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like the Cool Ranch in Iceland just said cool American flavor.
Cool American?
Yeah,
What?
which is kind of awesome. Like
Cool
if
American.
just Thousand Island is like universally known as cool American as opposed to like cool ranch.
Yeah.
I will be happy with that. That is actually
That's yeah. Because I mean, you have like Italian sauce, you have like Russian dressing and stuff like that. You might as well have an American dressing.
cool American. Cool American.
Yeah, cool American.
Cool. Yeah. Like if you're not wearing like a leather jacket, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. You got to be rocking a leather jacket with Chester Cheeto on your back.
Chester Cheeto on the back.
Bro, you got to stay cheesy.
Jesus Christ. They gotta hire you. I'm telling you.
That's what I've been doing for a little bit. I've been kind of working on like some commercials and shit for local businesses, but it's not really all that fun. I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's fun when you get to do it alone because you get to just kind of pump out a bunch of ideas.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but if you're like, if you have to come up with an idea with a bunch of people, it's kind of like, okay, can I go and brainstorm first? I'll come back with some things, but I'm just gonna sit here dumbfounded because nobody's gonna agree on anything.
Okay, medicine's just like that too.
Really?
Believe it or not, like someone comes in and like, oh, my tummy hurts, and like you don't realize there's like this whole conversation going on like behind the scenes.
But Suds, I thought you were a senator.
I am a senator. I'm unique.
You're unique. You're double licensed.
Yes.
You passed your bar and your whatever medical tests are.
I passed my bar.
MCAT.
Passed my boards.
Yeah. Well, the MCAT is to get into med school, not the actual.
Correct.
Yeah.
The
Well, I mean, you
is
have
for
to pass
law
that too.
The
Yeah.
board is for medical.
Bar is law, board is medical. Okay.
Correct. We know. You got a friend who passed the bar.
Yeah, we've got a couple of friends who have passed the bar exam.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Yeah, dude, we've got a couple. Zanso, he's passed the bar.
Yeah, pretty accomplished.
Mm-hmm. And an old time friend of ours. I'll bleep out his name just for posterity's sake. But John. Well, I'll use that as the bleep anyway. I'll use that over it. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have been accomplished in those terms.
Yeah. I really want to use that beep now.
I acted a little prematurely, but I hope.
Yeah, no, I'm basically I'm going to cut out where I say his name, and then I'm just gonna place that long ass file in there so that it just makes it seem like his name is really long.
I think everyone
What?
personally. I think everyone should personally.
Everyone should personally. What? Pass the
I
bar
think
exam?
everyone should just beep out everything I say forever.
Should, sure. If that's how you feel, Lord Inglip.
Yeah, I don't have anything intelligent to say. It's just random noise at this
Yeah,
point.
you just want to see people, essentially recreate the Zion scene from Matrix, but with no music, just with your mouth noises.
Don't know what that means, but yeah.
You've never seen fucking Matrix or
I've never
whatnot?
seen the Zion scene. Is
Oh,
that
it's
Matrix
like
2?
it's in Matrix 2 and 3 and whatnot. It's an EDM like orgy scene in a cave where they just
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Okay, you're
yeah
talking about orgy scenes. I've
yeah.
seen a lot of orgy scenes. Come on.
Well, yeah, of course. Your subscription to YouPorn turns 10 years old today.
Yeah, like since I was 12.
Yeah. Like, whoa.
Whoa.
Like, whoa,
Whoa.
dude.
Not kosher. It's not legal. Whoa.
Whoa! But you used your, well, not your dad's email. That would be weird. You
No,
used your
but
creepy uncle's email.
for real, I love the Matrix because it is really such a groundbreaking movie, like
Mm-hmm.
philosophically, visually,
Mm-hmm.
like so many aspects. It's such a great movie. But if you watch it now, like one or two or three, and you're not familiar with the Matrix, like offhand, it looks really, really, really cheesy, which kind of sucks because it was so groundbreaking at the time it came out. But
Well,
like, if you're watching it now, it just looks like
oh,
cheesy
yeah.
shit. And that's the part of it, like the whole like 360, like
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of this spin, like about to like kill, the agent. Like that's so cheesy, and it's been so like made fun of like over and over and over again. But like the only reason it's been like that is because at that time it was like
Mm-hmm.
so influential.
Yeah,
You know
once it was done for that movie, other studios started to recreate it because they figured
exactly.
out how to do it.
It
You know,
just seems so
yeah.
cheesy now, but like back in the day, it
Well,
was
yeah.
like
Look back at
groundbreaking.
also like Jurassic Park, 1993. That was the first
Yeah,
major feature film to include essentially half the cast is CGI, all the
yeah,
dinosaurs.
and this was 20 years ago. I mean, the dinosaurs look kind of like shit, but like
Yeah,
20 years ago, they looked really, really good for their time.
yeah. Like
Shitty now, but great for their time.
oh yeah. I mean, you watch any movie, you know, from the past, and it's gonna be campy. It's not a lot of them hold up well. I mean, you go back and watch Star Wars; it's more of a comedy nowadays than it is an action adventure, just
Right.
because of how like weird the script is. It has a lot of wonky lines and like hilarious, mistakes and you know just
Like
odd
the
camera
guy hitting his
angles.
head, the stormtrooper hitting his head on the door.
Exactly. That's that shit is the best. But yeah, and
Like
not
in the
only
middle of the movie.
yeah, exactly. It just kind of happens. Thunk. You actually hear, yeah, he added. That was the one remake that I will be like, okay, George, I'm with you on that one, because he went back and added in those sounds later on. That was part of the remake that he did in the late '90s.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. uh, but yeah, it's just you go back to any time. I mean, if you think about it, the stuff that they were doing in the '70s, late '70s, like with Star Wars and Star Trek and whatnot, they were looking back at movies that had been done, you know, 30 years before then, thinking that they were kind of hacky. It's just
Yeah,
not, they kind of it all crosses a boundary line, I guess, in time.
it's true.
Yeah, there's like a camp line because when Reboot, you remember that show on Toonami?
Reboot?
Yeah, Reboot. When that
Vaguely.
it was a 100% animated, like 3D
Yeah,
animated show.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm
I
For
remember
any
that.
of those listening who remember it, fucking yeah, Reboot for life. That shit was dope. Um, but like when you're watching it, when you're like between 8 and 12, you know, I'd say that's around the ages that it was geared towards. It felt like you were in a video game, like you were living in a computer. And now I look back at it and I'm like, ew. That's like
Dude, man.
that's like in engine, but it's pre-render, or it's like it's yeah, it's so it looks like super compressed and like all the lighting is awkward, the movement is super jerky.
Oh yeah,
But
for sure.
holy hot damn, the writing was really good.
Yeah, for the day,
hmm
visually it was a good show.
hmm
Like, I mean, imagine like this was like what 1995, like 20 years ago,
What?
literally.
What? Matrix?
No,
Oh,
no, the game,
the what?
the Tsunami show, the
Oh, yeah. To reboot.
yeah, reboot. It's
Let
like
me.
it's 15 to 20 years old. It's pretty old.
Yeah.
But just watching it, you had to realize like, okay, this is the best technology they had at you know, pay wise as far as like cost is at the time, and it's still really good because like you said,
1999.
shit, man, that's like 18 years ago. Fuck.
Yeah. Um, exactly a year. March 99 to March 2000.
And we talked plenty about MMOs, and it's like
hmm
they just kind of eat your life. I mean, not in a bad way necessarily, but kind of a bad way.
Yeah. Dot Matrix, Enzo, Frisket. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really a fantastic show.
Yeah, like, uh, fuck. Looking back at all this, I'm like, absolutely, I would watch this again, especially if it came back. Like,
They were playing against PCs. I'm like, if they lost, there'd be like consequences. So they had to win against the human players. It was a cool show.
yeah, it was a really cool show.
I like for the '90s, it was a little bit ugly. It was ugly now, but like compared to what we are used to, it's ugly. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, it's definitely ugly as sin, but I would say like if they updated it, it was like we brought it up and did more motion capture, and kind of rebooted reboot. I don't know, that sounds hilarious, but rebooted reboot because it had 47 fucking episodes. That's enough, you
It's a
know.
lot.
Yeah, that the 47 episodes, 2 seasons, that's enough to go on, man.
Yeah, that's a considerable arc, like character arc, even for a cartoon.
Yeah, and it'd be super easy to. Oh man, I'm reading the synopses of a bunch of these episodes.
So
They're fucking great.
speaking of
Yeah,
uh, digital
digital
TV
arts and
shows,
stuff. Yeah,
intelligence
yeah.
increasing. What is our topic for today, sir?
Funny part is, we've been talking about our topic this entire time. It's
Exactly.
been thought control.
And the thing, thought control, yeah,
Yeah,
revolution.
thought
I can't say this.
control. Doesn't matter. Just
Thought control.
yes.
So elaborate a little bit on that.
Well, thought control, just kind of subliminal advertising, that kind of stuff. Not necessarily the nefarious, like trying to, get you to do anything like Russian sleeper agent type of shit, but just kind of like, putting little subliminal Coca-Cola ads in like Forever 21 signs and stuff like that. That kind of shit. That kind of mind control.
Right, like if you've ever seen, Coca-Cola, the red and white, the red and white scheme is due
hmm
to Coca-Cola advertising.
hmm
But I don't think it's necessarily entirely sinister, like all the way through.
Oh yeah, no.
I think the best. Here's the thing, like I think if you read one book in your entire life,
hmm
I think it should be 1984 by George Orwell.
Oh yeah. No, I agree with that. 1984.
Like it's so good and it's so like well directed and it's about like regimes masquerading under the the idea of like equality, but then like having their own class
Yeah,
of
it's
like the
equal.
rulers.
Yeah, it's equality by their standards.
Exactly. Yeah. As the famous line goes, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah.
That's
God.
a famous line because it's really just so well put.
Yeah, I forgot about that line, but yeah, that. Ooh. I need to fucking. Well, it was a movie too.
I think so. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
I think it was made into a
it was
movie.
something that
But
because it was called Animal Farm, it
hmm
existed as like a children's book in a lot of like Soviet uh,
true.
bloc states, and having not being realized as like an anti-communist book,
Yeah.
which is awesome, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was a really well told story on top of it being anti communist rhetoric.
It was like Napoleon was the Napoleon and Snowball. They were the
hmm
two pigs because the pigs were the ruling class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fantastic book. Also, if you've
hmm
never read 1984, 1984 is a fantastic book by George Orwell.
Yeah, 1984 is good. Um, shit, if we're recommending like books and kind of on that kind of sense, then I would also recommend oh shit, what hold on. What's
Hold
his
on,
name?
hold
What's
on.
his name? I got just so I get this right because it's one of my fucking favorite books. I just want to make sure that I get the fucking yes, that's right. Alas Babylon by Pat Frank.
What is it? Alas, Babylon?
Alas Babylon by Pat Frank.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It was published in 1959. But okay, so that's essentially at like the height of the Cold War. It was like 60 through I would
Sure.
say like 80 is like the like when everybody was at their height and because that's when Vietnam was happening on that was the fucking Watergate scandal all that other shit. That was when Reagan started coming up bullshit happened. So 1959 he was projecting forward to it was I believe it's like 1985 or something like that. And it's they are in in Florida. It's based in Florida.
What
Um
city? Like, is it a particular city?
let's see. It's a small fictional town. It starts off in Fort Repose, but it's based on the actual Mount Dora. So basically like yeah, I don't want to give anything away
Of
because
course.
although the little town Fort Repose is fictional, the place Mount Dora that you can go to like right, I've been there. I've looked through the place and like looking like with the novel and whatnot. It's pretty damn close. And you know all the landmarks that they mention in the book that they can see from Fort Repose, like it just makes sense. It's so cool. Not only that, it was 1959, and he gets like consumer level electronics and things like that spot the fuck on. It's almost crazy. I mean, yeah, he goes a little bit out on like the computer technology, obviously, but oh my god, it's a good one. So sorry,
That's
ranting.
awesome. Yeah. No, no. That's a great like idea.
Yeah, basically a reimagining of a future that hadn't happened yet. But now, like when you read it now, it's just like holy fuck, that would have been a totally different world to grow up in.
Yeah, that's why I kind of love sci-fi. Like I used to not read it because it was such like a nerdy thing, such like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like totally separated from like normal
hmm
culture. But I love sci-fi because the way it like explores
Yeah.
culture and like different aspects of culture, like how this could be different, how this could be different. Like
hmm
I really love sci-fi for that.
Yeah, alternate history things.
Yeah, but it's more like these are humans, and like how different could a human be when raised under such a situation?
Yeah.
You know, like that's really cool to me.
Mm.
Like if you study ancient history at all,
Oh, I do.
nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Spartans, for instance, whenever they had a quote misshapen or disabled baby, they would literally throw it off a cliff.
Hmm.
Would inspect it, and then after that, all the young boys would go to the what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's not agora, but it's something close
Hmm.
in Greek, and they would basically learn to fight. They would learn to steal. Like stealing wasn't punished; being caught stealing was punished. And it's
Yeah.
an important distinction. Like you had to feed yourself to live, essentially,
Hmm.
and they would fight to live against wild animals. And you see that in one of my favorite movies, 300 by Zach. What's his name? The guy who directed Batman versus Superman.
Chris Nolan.
Not Nolan, because he was the first Batman. The next Batman.
J.J. Abrams.
I don't know. Well, whoever directed Batman versus Superman, uh, he's a
Yeah,
good.
Batman v Superman was Chris Nolan.
Was it Chris Nolan? Okay, he was. He's a good director,
Hmm.
but he's very good visually. He's very great. Same with the director of Baby Driver, the director of
Zack Snyder. You were right. Yeah.
Zack Snyder.
Zack
There we go.
Snyder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he had a lot of Easter eggs in like his past movies with like
Yeah. Yeah.
300.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like the letter is 300, like the value is 300,
Hmm.
with like yeah, Zack Snyder. I like him. I don't like his lens
You don't
that he
like
uses a
who?
lot of the time. I don't like his lens.
Oh, his
Like
lens.
like if you watch Batman versus Superman or like
Hmm.
Superman, the second Superman movie, like it's
Hmm.
all this like dark blue color the entire movie,
Yeah.
and it kind of looks shitty.
It kind of looks like he shot the whole thing through a very thin film of denim.
I mean,
Like
that's pretty
it's just
okay.
kind of that dull, dark blue color. Yeah, I know
I
what you're
had,
saying. It's kind of
yeah,
dreary the whole movie.
I have to admit my bias. I can't admit like my personal taste of the movie
Hmm.
from my like artistic taste in the movie, but
Hmm.
it just looks like it looks like shit to me. I mean, he's I like many of his movies. I like how he directs things. I
Hmm.
like it, but it's just
The look is what you have a problem
like it's so like Superman in general. I kind of hate because he's one completely invincible and two completely incorruptible. So there's like no struggle.
with. Hmm.
There's no conflict. Like he will always win,
Hmm.
and he will always like stick to his values, stick to his morals, and it's just totally,
That's the point. He's a good role
completely,
model.
yeah. Kansas
He's a
boy,
good role
yeah.
model. I think
He just
Logan, fucking Wolverine, is a better role model than
he's
Superman.
he's totally unrelatable. I
Hmm.
can't stand Superman
Hmm.
personally. If you like him, sure, that's fine. I don't. No, I'm not going to disparage you for that because he's a cool character for sure.
Who? Oh, Superman.
Superman,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't like. I can't relate to him. I just don't relate to him.
Yeah, me either. I mostly relate to characters like Psylocke and Deadpool, and you know,
Yeah, even in
yeah,
even in DC, I do like. I like Batman.
yeah.
Batman's kind of a Mary Sue as well because he's like, oh, he's like the strongest mortal human like ever. He's basically Krillin.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like the smartest human ever, and he's like the best detective ever, and he's like so far and above everyone else that he's just like
He's
competing on this whole. He's competing with literal superhumans, competing with literal
yeah,
gods,
yeah,
and
and
it's
that
just like
Batman is probably he is the the most powerful member of the Justice League, in my opinion.
That's the thing.
Specifically because of what you're talking about.
He has contingencies for every member of the Justice League.
Yeah.
Because he's so paranoid.
He knows everyone's weakness. He knows how to wipe each one of them out of existence.
Right.
And it was just on an episode of the animated Justice League that came out like fucking, what was it? Like 3-4 years ago that he straight up said it. Like
oh yeah.
yeah, he straight up said Soups and Flash are like are in the Batcave, and they're like Flash goes over and just kind of starts hitting buttons, and Batman's like, I'd appreciate it if you don't do that. And he goes, why? He goes, I'd rather you not read what's on there. And he goes, what? He goes, I've got contingencies for all of you. And he just walks away. And Flash looks at Superman. They both have like these looks on their face like, oh. Like, okay. That's all he needed to say to scare Superman. So
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, he's got contingencies for everybody.
Especially like the Flash, like someone who's so stupidly overpowered, like someone who can move faster than the speed of fucking light.
He can vibrate himself into an alternate
go through time.
existence.
Go through different parallel dimensions. Like it's insane. It's crazy. It's so fucking dumb. His power is so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah, I mean, so is fucking Doctor Strange. Manipulation of energy.
Fair enough.
But then again, when you're talking about like the Flash and Doctor Strange, those are within the realm of possibilities, because yes, the Flash at certain occasions he has quote unquote, vibrated faster than the speed of light to go back in time, but it's not a part of like his thing that he does all the time. Like that's I believe in the canon he's made it very clear that that's not something that he can do and sustain himself. Like, he understands the limit of his abilities.
True.
Because he watched his younger protege in one of the more recent, I'm talking like in the last 10 years, one of the Flash's younger proteges, one of the young Justice League, actually vaporized himself by vibrating too fast.
Jesus.
Yeah, vaporized himself out of existence. Like that kind of thing.
I think I overthink it because a lot of my exposure to DC comics is
the movie universe?
The Reddit subreddit of who would win. Which is, it pretty much always boils down to who would win. Bloodlusted Superman or X. And Bloodlusted Superman can move at the speed of light.
That's basically,
so he always wins.
Dude, that's basically like choosing what show to watch based on fucking Screwtath's death battle. Like
right, like it's not accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, Superman is just so stupidly overpowered, and like if he was actually evil, he could kill anyone, and that's kind of why I hate Superman.
Which actually in recent times, I'm talking like 2013, 2014, there was a couple of offshoots independent writers and whatnot that got the licensing for it. There was a couple of offshoot like little comic series that actually Superman does go a little mental and kind of goes the almost like Deadpool route. Yeah.
No, I really, really, really like Spider-Man and all the X-Men, especially Wolverine. As I know.
Yeah.
Like I love Marvel characters. I really can't get into DC because they're just so stupidly stupid.
Yeah.
Basically.
And also, I know this is like this is a surface gripe, but it really does hold a big thing for me. The naming scheme for Marvel versus DC. Marvel, you have the X-Men, you have the Fantastic Four, you have the Hulk, you have Wolverine, Cyclops, I mean Deadpool, you keep Psylocke, but then you go over to DC and you have Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, Superman, It's all man, 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 man. Be a little bit more creative, people.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see something fun. Something like Quicksilver. That sounds
There was-
interesting to read. Not
there was
The
a-
Flash. The Flash sounds like, okay, that sounds like you're talking about a camera. But Quicksilver, whoa.
The Flash sounds like a soccer hooligan.
Yeah, like a soccer hooligan.
just, like,
And he's even got the
flashes himself and
Manchester. He's got the Manchester United colors
You got
too.
the colors right.
Yeah.
No, but I totally agree. I kind of hate their naming scheme. I kind of hate how they do it.
And,
But
like-
you have to realize that a lot of these characters have been started like in like the 1940s, like old as fuck.
Yeah, 39 was the first fucking action comics with Superman.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was way 39. So yeah, I do cut him some slack for that, but it
Even
doesn't
more
change.
than even more than 60 years. We're talking literally 70, almost 80
Yeah,
years.
just about 80 years.
Like an
Yeah.
entire lifetime if you're fucking lucky.
Yeah, exactly. But that doesn't change the fact that some Marvel characters have gone through like revamps and stuff like that have
Oh,
been
for sure.
successful.
And I like Marvel for that.
Yeah, like I will admit this. The Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie I thought was entertaining. No, it wasn't the best, but it was entertaining. Because I like Ryan Reynolds and he can make any movie entertaining.
Honestly, kill yourself.
No, hey,
Just fucking die. No,
hey,
I mean,
I didn't say it was a
haven't seen
good
the
movie.
but I know enough about the movie to know.
No,
I should.
then watch the movie. You'll be entertained. It's not a particularly funny movie. It's not a particularly well written movie, but it has its moments and it is entertaining. It's
No, I'm just joking.
yeah, I know it's a brainless
The movie
take.
is so great.
Yeah,
And he makes fun of the dead. Shit, he makes fun of like the Lantern movies, like during the Deadpool movies, which is the funniest part of the whole movie, which is a funny movie.
Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds definitely he belongs as Deadpool. Period. End of story. He's not Green Lantern.
Second funniest part is when he gets pegged for National Women's Day.
Yes, that was amazing. Ryan Reynolds is the man.
That was just such a great.
So it looks like as of this moment, the Suds and Buds podcast, Buds and Suds can both agree on their celebrity crushes of Kesha and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yes. So you've heard it here. Man, that would be incredible.
I mean,
to get both of them.
are there any other like superior like humans?
Right? Right. I mean, you've got Deadpool, and on the other end you've got the best entertainment in the world.
I'm sad I have nothing else on Kesha news other than the fact that she named her new CT Rainbow.
Yeah, it's entitled
It's
Rainbow, and she came out with the
so
behind the
nice.
scenes for praying. Yeah, which was actually really interesting to watch.
Right? Yeah, like I said, not my favorite song, but a very good song, classy song.
Yeah. Oh, you are fading out, so I think that is a sign. I think we'll end it here. It was mind control. There was weird sex stuff, and then
As usual.
superheroes. Yeah, as usual. So I think that's a good episode. Thank you for joining.
All right, thank you for joining us. I am Suds.
And I am Buds.
Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah.